Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you are all okay. So, this morning, Becky and I had an awesome virtual makeup lesson with a lovely, lovely lady. And she was learning different eye techniques for her particular shaped hooded eyes and stuff. And we had so much fun. And she wanted to use red shadow colours. So that is what we did. But I kind of then thought, what could I do with this makeup look afterwards? Because as we were doing it, the reds kind of gave me that whole Valentine's kind of vibe and all of that. So I was thinking, what can we do? So I've still not kind of worked out in my head what I'm going to do with this. But I thought we could try and turn it into something a bit more creative for a Valentine's creative makeup look. So I'm going to start off. I have got some bronzer on today, but I didn't do heavy contouring. So I think I'm going to start off by... I'm just going to build on top of the makeup I've already got on. Because the makeup I've got on is all really long-lasting makeup, there's absolutely no point in removing all of it to start again, because it's all buildable. So I'm going to just build on top and go from where we are. So I'm going to start off with adding some contouring to my face and a bit more blush. I'm not going to do highlighting. I'm going to leave that till nearer the end, once I've decided what we're actually going to do with this creative look. I do love how a bit of contouring just totally changes the shape of your face. But don't forget, just because this is where I place my contour for my particular face shape, obviously with a different face shape, you may need to place yours in a slightly different position to make it work better for you. And the same when you're applying blush, and I'm going for quite a strong blush for this look, because I think I'm going to go quite dramatic. But with your blush, just because you hear a lot of people, and traditionally, obviously over time, people used to say pop your blush on the apples of your cheeks. But if that doesn't suit your face shape, putting it on the apples of your cheeks only, then don't put it on the apples of your cheeks. Put it where is best for you and your face shape, to make the most of your face. Don't put it just here on the apples of your cheeks. It needs to blend up into your contour and up towards the hairline, but in the right placement for you in particular. Okay, I'm looking a bit bolder on my cheeks, so I think I'm going to vamp up the eyes. So I think I'm going to use a red matte ShadowSense, first of all, possibly over the lid area, and then we'll see how we're getting on. Okay, now I've added that red. That's really made the eyes more vibrant straight away. And as you can see, I've removed my lip colour in the meantime as well, because I've decided I'm going to go for something else on the lips. Don't know yet if we're going to go for red or black, maybe. I don't know. But I'm just going to use a little pencil brush to take some of that red and smoke it out under the lower lash line in this inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to take, I think, some Burgundy ShadowSense. I'm kind of just winging this as I go along, guys. Making this up as we go along. But that's the fun of makeup. You know, you can try something out, have a go at certain colours. And if it doesn't work out, it'll just wash off. Really doesn't matter. So I'm going to take a bit of the Burgundy that I originally had on the corner of my eye. And I'm going to bring it into kind of the middle of my lid. So it's going to end up being more of a classic eye look because of the colours I already had down originally. But I'm just going to kind of take that Burgundy on the middle of the lid and through the crease. And then like before, I'm going to take my little pencil brush with some of that Burgundy and smoke that out under the lower lash line as well. And for once, I've not been overly precise with the blending as well. I've left it a little bit kind of edgy, because I think it'll be quite fun to make this a really kind of grungy, edgy, deep kind of wow eye look. Okay, so now I'm going to take Onyx, our black shade, and I'm going to work that into the outer corners and smoke out under the lower lash line, building it right up on this outer corner. But it's really starting to look more vampy now. Normally with my eyes at this point I would then clean up around the edges, anything like that slightly. I'm not going to with this look because I have decided I'm going to try and do maybe like a masquerade mask, because I've always loved the intrigue of like the masquerade balls with the masks and meeting eyes with someone across the room, but you can't see the rest of the face, you can just see the eyes and the focus on their eyes, and I think that's just really mysterious and really romantic and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have a go and attempt to do some kind of masquerade mask. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen my eyebrows, because I did quite a naturalish brow today, so I'm going to make them darker and bolder. Okay, I've just done my tight line and waterline on this eye, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on this eye with my waterproof black pencil liner. There we go, so that's my pencil liner finished. But one thing I have made sure I've done is that as well as doing my waterline, I've also brought it down through the lash line, because sometimes if you don't come far enough down, you can get a little gap between your waterline and just underneath your lash line. And especially if you've done such a bold under eye smoke like this, you really don't want a little gap in there. So just take it down to your lash line as well. Okay, I'm just going to put on some black liquid liner on the top. Even though it's so bold, I'm going to put some liquid liner on, because why not? And I really love liquid liner. So I'm going to put some liquid liner on, and then I'm going to stick some false lashes on as well. Okay, I'm just waiting for my eyeliner to fully dry before I go ahead and put some mascara on my bottom lashes. And then I'll put just one coat on the top lashes and put some falsies on. So I'm just going to take a touch of Bronze Shimmer ShadowSense for a touch of inner corner highlight to bring a little touch of gold into the look. Okay, I decided to keep it at the bronze shimmer on the inner corners to keep it dark and sultry and vampy, but I then just used what was left in the bristles of my brush just to pop a touch of it as a little bit of highlight just underneath the arch of each brow. So I'm just going to pop my glue liner on first of all, and then I'm going to stick some lashes on. So I'm just going to, totally forgot, before I put my lashes on, I'm just going to put a couple of coats of my Lashsense black waterproof mascara on my bottom lashes, and just one coat on my top lashes before I put my lashes on, because I always find if you put the mascara on first, it really helps to blend the two together. If you put your mascara on after you've put your falsies on, you're just going to end up getting mascara in your falsies, and it kind of then just makes them look a bit cloggy on the false lashes. You can do it that way if you prefer. I just prefer the look of putting a coat of mascara on first to blend my natural lashes in first. Just a little tip as you're applying your mascara, start right at the root of your lashes and give them a little wiggle as you go up so that it really helps to coat the individual hairs. But also try and roll or rotate, if you like, the actual wand as well. And this will really, really help to define your natural lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to start marking out my mask. I think I'm going to start by using some Onyx ShadowSense just to mark out kind of my general area of where my mask is going to be. And then I'm just going to build up the black first of all before starting to put a bit more shape and detailing into it. Okay, now I've got my basic mask shape down, I'm going to go back to the bronze shimmer and I'm going to create, I think, like a kind of sparkly outline for where the eye holes of my mask would be. So I'm just taking a really fine paintbrush with the bronze shimmer and I'm just going to start marking out my eye holes. Now the tricky bit with this will be trying to get a symmetrical shape on the other side. Okay, now I've done my bronze shimmer around my eyes, I'm just going to use my little pencil brush to get sort of the black close to the bold shade. And then I'm going to use my blending brush to pack it out just to build up the depth of that black. Okay, so now that I've got my mask shape on and all the black on, I'm going to go around the edge with the bronze shimmer exactly like I did around my eyes for an outline before we start putting in some extra details. Okay, now that I've got my outline of my mask done as well, look at those colours together. Look at that metallic shimmer. Just loving that so much. And I feel really, actually, it's really strange because as soon as I've like done that mask around my eyes, I do feel very mysterious. So I'm just now going to use a combination of 3 kind of different goldish toned eyeliners. So these are all liquid liners and they're the Gilded liner from SeneGence, the Barry M1, I can't remember what shade this is in, so I will pop everything in the description that I've used, and a Glam Crystals metallic one as well, to just pop some detailing into the mask part of the design. And as I'm doing this part of my design, I'm literally just making it up as I go along, totally making it up. So if you wanted to look, obviously follow the tutorial video, but if you wanted to look at some pictures and different designs or things like that as well and incorporate them and just make it your own, or just have fun kind of creating your own shapes or whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so just to finish off the detailing on my mask, all I'm doing is using a little disposable applicator with a touch of the Glam Crystals metallic liquid liner, and I'm just taking that to dab around the outline. I'm not going over where I did my outline with the bronze shimmer, I'm just going maybe slightly over it and next to, so that it's not a line, so that it's more of a kind of sparkly metallic edge. But look how pretty that is in the light. I love it, absolutely love it. I was just feeling that it wasn't sparkly enough, so I thought I'd just add that around the edge. Okay, so now we are ready to do our lips. So I think I'm going to do a red lip. I was thinking of maybe doing a black lip, but I think I'm going to do a red lip because obviously we've got all the black from the mask. And there's nothing more classic than a red lip for Valentine's, is there? So I'm going to put on my favourite ever red lippy. Still my favourite. I've got, I don't know how many different red lip colours, but this is still my favourite. Fly Girl Lipsense by SeneGence. Absolutely love this. My absolute favourite red lippy of all time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Up until about 4 years ago, I never, ever used to wear red lippy. It used to really freak me out. So for any of you out there that are a bit scared of wearing a red lippy, all I can tell you is it just takes time for you to get used to it. But in my opinion now, wearing a red lip is my absolute favourite. It's just that colour that gives you that confidence, that makes me, you know, put my shoulders down, my neck up, my head up, and just makes me feel goddamn amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so that is my lippy sorted, but I was going to leave it there, and then I thought, you know what, there's just something missing. There's just something missing, so I'm just going to pop on a touch of holographic red glitter just onto my lid area, just here in the inner corners. So I'm going to just take some of this glitter fixer gel on my finger. And I'm just going to dab that into the glitter and then just gently dab it on my eye. Okay, so there is our finished eyes with the glitter on. Look at that. Love it. And I think just because, if you haven't realised by now how much I love glitter and shimmer, you will very soon. But obviously, if you wanted to keep it exactly as it is or how it was before, you don't have to add on the added glitter. I just love glitter. So I'm actually going to just, while I've got my glossy gloss on, before it soaks fully into my lips, I'm just going to dab on a touch of that holographic red glitter into the centre of my lips as well. And there we go. So there is the finished look. Switch up from daytime makeup, doing a makeup lesson with our lovely client, to vamped up, masquerade ready Valentine's ball. What do you guys think? I hope you like this tutorial. We will see you very soon. If you want to see any more of our work, don't forget to come and find us on Instagram and Facebook as well. And we'll see you very soon for the next one. Bye for now.